Hello everyone and welcome back to another Black Ops 2 class setup. Today's loadout is for all you Star Wars fans. We're going to take a look at a class to play as an Imperial Stormtrooper. I initially got the idea for this class after playing around with that AGR drone, which reminded me of R2-D2 on steroids. But I was kind of struggling to put together the rest of the class until I did my KSG weapon guide. Back in that video, Abdullah Al-Maya suggested that I could use that weapon as a Stormtrooper loadout since it looks like a blaster rifle. So I've gone ahead and looked up Stormtroopers on the old Wikipedia and I've put together a loadout that will hopefully allow you to have some fun in game. This appears to be the first movie-based class setup I've done for Black Ops 2, but long-time subscribers will recognise these kind of setups I did back in Black Ops and in Modern Warfare 3. I've got quite a few movies in mind to make classes for, but as always I'm interested in suggestions down in the comments. But let's get started with this Stormtrooper loadout and take a look at the weapons and attachments and equipment. So for that primary weapon we're going to use that KSG shotgun just because of its appearance in that it looks pretty much like the blaster rifle used by the Stormtroopers. You could also make a point that the KSG in Black Ops 2 fires that slug round and is pretty much like a laser gun since it shoots perfectly accurately. Those Blastake E11 blaster rifles used by the Stormtroopers are often equipped with a folding stock. So to relate to this in game we'll go with that adjustable stock attachment, then just to make things easier for ourselves in game we'll go with that quick draw handle. Usually I don't really tailor these classes to in-game performance, but trying to use that KSG without the quick draw handle becomes quite painful. According to Wikipedia, the Stormtroopers also carry an SE-14R light repeating blaster alongside their E11s. Looking at pictures of this, it's quite a sleek and thin weapon, so the one that kind of most suits it in game is that B-23R. It's a shame we don't have available any high zoom optics like in ACOG for the pistols, because that would have suited that little telescope that's kind of plonked on top of those SE-14R blasters. According to Wikipedia, all Stormtroopers possess a Beradium Core Code Key Thermal Detonator. Looking at pictures of these, it's that spherical grenade kind of thing. We saw this in Return of the Jedi when Princess Leia, disguised as a bounty hunter, arms a thermal detonator when bartered on payment with Jabba the Hutt. Then finally, Wikipedia also states that Stormtroopers also carry up to 2 LXR-6 concussion grenades. These things are designed for use against vehicles such as those AT-STs, which could mean that the EMP grenade might be a better fit in game, but after all that concussion grenade has exactly the same name as the concussion grenades in Black Ops 2, just with the difference that we use these things against infantry. Plus it's going to help us out when using that shotgun so we can slow the bad guys down and catch up with them. All those weapons and pieces of equipment have used up 7 points in our overall Pick 10 system, so let's move on and finish off the loadout with a few extra points towards perks. Those Stormtroopers use that distinctive white plastoid armour, so to relate to this in game we'll spend a point on the Flak Jacket perk. As well as providing protection for the trooper, that armour also has temperature control systems which allow the Stormtrooper to survive in almost any environment, so to kind of relate to this in game we can go with that Cold-Blooded perk. The actual benefits of Cold-Blooded probably won't be any use, but the name itself and that little icon of that little lizard kind of relates to the ability of surviving in various climates. Then finally, this class wouldn't be complete without the Tactical Mask perk to relate to the iconic helmet used by those Stormtroopers. Tactical Mask is one of my favourite perks in Black Ops 2, but maybe for a shotgun class the Extreme Conditioning perk would have been a better choice if you were going for more of a competitive loadout. But I'm sure you'll know by now that these movie and real life themed loadouts are all about just having a little bit of fun. So talking of fun, let's move on and take a look at some score streak rewards we can run for this Star Wars Stormtrooper themed loadout. I already mentioned at the start that the first idea I had was to use that AGR drone to represent the little R2 droids. R2-D2 might have a load of little gizmos like a fire extinguisher, circular saw and his little projector unit, but I think that AGR gets one up with those arm-mounted cannons and rocket launchers. The next score streak reward I thought had some similarities to Star Wars was that orbital VSAT. Just looking at that icon it looks pretty much like the TIE fighters used by the Galactic Empire. Then on similar lines we can go with the VTOL warship, which has some similarities to those various spaceships and spacecraft used in the Star Wars franchise. Hopefully some of you guys are better players than me and actually managed to acquire some of these things. In my little session of gameplay I never managed to actually even acquire that AGR, never mind that VTOL warship. That KSG shotgun can be lots of fun to use, but it soon gets tiresome when hit detection isn't on your side. But let me know down in the comments if you managed to serve the Empire and go on some nice rampages in game. If you're a Star Wars fan or just like the look of this loadout, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up down below just to help spread the word and share the video with your friends. If you've somehow just stumbled across this video, why not subscribe, stick around for plenty more of these Black Ops 2 class setups. Like I mentioned, I've got plenty more movie themed classes to create, as well as some more useful classes to help you get better scores in game. Don't forget to check out my review of the KSG shotgun from my Black Ops 2 weapon guide series. Otherwise, thanks for watching, I'll catch you all later.